We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Falcons and the Kings. Dwayne Roberts makes his big league debut right after this. Ben Black gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts, and he has to do a lot better. This guy isn't that bad of a pitcher, but one of the keys, he needs to start limiting the number of hits and to limit the number of base on balls. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn things around in this one here today.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Steve Rice, having a very nice year, currently 2nd in the American League in batting average entering play.
This guy's had a super season so far, and we're well into the baseball season, so this isn't a fluke. He's been swinging the bat great all year.
First pitch. 7:07.
There's a strike with the breaking ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
To the plate now, Bart Flash. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. He enters play here at 288, 8 home runs and 34 driven in. And he lays off for ball 1. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
The 1-2 pitch. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Stepping in now, Jeffrey Bellamy. As he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Swings through it for strike number 2. That misses 1-2.
Wow, that was a pretty good two-strike slider right there. I think that would fool him, and the umpire, too.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Working on striking out the side in the first. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Sam Moses, a right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good, and when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times, but it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Dwayne Roberts is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, to expect to go through the course of a long season and just dominate every game, every team, is just a foolish thought process. You're going to have these little hiccups throughout the course of the season. I think they keep you honest and keep you real and keep you on the attack. Let's see if they fight today.
Carter.
Next will be the designated hitter, Maurice Carter. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch coming. Here it is. Favorable call in there for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a splitter, and he lays off a ball and a strike. Moses is a strikeout master on the mound. It will not be uncommon to see him reach a double-digit strikeout total when he goes out there. He uses that to his advantage in just about every start.
He sure does, Matty. And I think one of the keys for him is he gets ahead in the count early. You'll know if he's on when he gets strike 1, strike 2 early on, and then he expands the zone, has great command of his pitches, and has a knack for making hitters chase pitches out of the strike zone.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Alexander.
At the plate now, Todd Alexander. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Shot back up the middle. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit. And he's safe. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. Into the box now, Fred Blair. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. 22 home runs on the ledger for him so far this year. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Here's the 1-1. Grounded to the right. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
So now to the plate, Will Elmore, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. So far this season, Elmore is slugging north of .480, which puts him among some of the best power hitters in the game in that category. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. Here's the 1-1. On the ground up the middle. Scooped up. Off balance throw. Gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Standing in, Bruce Sanders comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That's inside ball.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Two and one now. And it's fouled away. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Hit down the third baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Just hung in there on that one. Set to deal on 2-2. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
That is it. The catcher, Josh Means.
At the plate, Josh Means, and he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. Here comes the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. Here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. Hurt is right there. 2 gone.
That is it. The shortstop, Mason Hayes.
Digging in, Mason Hayes, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here it comes.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. And they'll come back with 1 in the third as the count moves to 2-1 now. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Fouled away.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Another 2-2 offering. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
That's back-to-back sliders on the outside part of the plate. Now would be a good time to come in with that good hard stuff inside.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Elmore is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. At the plate, Alvaro Lopez. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
The catcher, Alvaro Lopez.
Here's the pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. And there's one down now.
Batting center, the second baseman, Dominique Durazo.
Into the box now, Dominique Durazo. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And the pitch. A ball and no strikes. Bottom of the second here with no score. Hard hit ball to second. And quickly there are 2 away.
Batting it, the first baseman, Jalen Hurt.
Stepping in, Jalen Hurt. We take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Hurt has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. Pretty good cut there, but it's to 2-1 now. 2 out, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground to second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Digging in now, Taylor Battle. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Now the pitch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Now here it comes. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Two balls and a strike. Called strike 2 as he locks him up there. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Fastball called strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. And with that, let's take a moment to show you what's happening in the American League's Western Division.
Number 54.
Now at the plate, Blake Hamby. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. First pitch on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Third inning, no score to this point. Fly ball to straightaway left. Elmore is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, number 22.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Judd, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. Right to him. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Settling in now, Roberto Velez. He was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0-for-4 line. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A little roller toward the hole. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
The right fielder, number 20, Dwayne Roberts.
Striding in, Dwayne Roberts. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Go, ball. One ball, no strike.
And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Though he was always projected as a future major leaguer, actually getting to stand in for your first big league at bat is no small feat. You got to think he's really happy to be here, of course.
Yeah, Matty, he's certainly happy to be here. If he can feel his legs, the nerves are definitely going right now. This is when you have to slow the moment down, hopefully shrink the stadium, and bring it back to wiffle ball in your backyard.
And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Dwayne Roberts has just collected his first hit in the big leagues, and as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Standing in now, Maurice Carter. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike one. The 1-1 waves and misses for strike number two.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
The 2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
To the plate now, Todd Alexander, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. A base hit in his first trip. Throw over to the bag. Runner back standing. Roberts leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. 1-1 the count now. Here's a look over to first, and the runner will get back standing. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Hard ground ball to third. A dive and he knocks it down. And they will still manage to get him at first. A spectacular all-around play, and the inning is over. Digging in for his second at-bat, Steve Rice. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Now here's the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
0-1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced,
1-1.
he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
A ball and a strike now. A 1-1. Strike 2 swinging.
1-2.
Line towards center field. Alexander is there, and he has it for the first out.
The center fielder.
So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. Digging in, Bart Flash. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch.
Nope.
3-2 now.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. Roberts is there. 2 down.
The batter, the first baseman, Jeffrey Bellamy.
So striding forward now, Jeffrey Bellamy comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. The 1-1. Bouncer to the left side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Into the box, Fred Blair. He singled his last time up.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Too high that time with the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. A bouncer up the middle, reined in, throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, the left fielder, Will Elmore.
So stepping in, Will Elmore. First delivery to him on the way. Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike. Elmore is one of those prototypical left-handed bats that really excels against right-handed pitching. Sees the ball well coming from that side. Hit out towards second. Dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
What a hot streak. Stay hot, my friend. Up over 290. He is flirting with that 300, elusive 300 batting average mark.
Stepping in now, Alvaro Lopez. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. On the ground to the right side. Fielded cleanly to second for 1. And good hustle by the pitcher there on the back end as it's a 3-6-1 double play, and the side is retired. 1 hit's all they get. We played 4 full, and we are tied 0-0. New inning set to get underway, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Bruce Sanders.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2, though.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that two-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the 3-2 pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Josh Means.
Now at the plate, Josh Means. He's ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Now back.
Into the box, Mason Hain, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Whoa, right back at him, and it hit him. Not in time on the throw to second, and now we'll have to wait and see if he's okay out there. And this will go down as an E5, as you can see the exasperation on his face. Now at the plate, Taylor Battle. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away. In now, Blake Hamby. He flew out in his last at-bat. As a look, now the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dominique Durazo. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Good pitch.
Taking a mound today with this good a split. Look at the downward action on that thing. It's falling off the table.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. The next 0-2.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
Changeup, called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have the calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Jalen Hurt is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 1-1. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Battle is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
The batter, number 3, shortstop.
So digging in now, Roberto Velez. And this is low, ball 1. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. The 1-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. At the plate, Judd will swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Now here's the pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Elmore has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Now that designated hitter.
Ready once again, Steve Rice. First delivery to him on the way. Took something off there, but this is hit well anyway out to deep center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The center fielder.
Now batting, Bart Flash. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire.
Leading off for the Kings, the right fielder, Wayne Roberts.
The pitch.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Tried to change of pace with 2 strikes there, but it misses 1 and 2.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
Left fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now back, the designated
Striding forward now is the DH, Maurice Carter. A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fly ball out toward left center field. Flash falls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
the center fielder, number 9.
Coming to the plate now, Todd Alexander. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor, 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Up and in. Big danger now. It's 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Bellamy is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Digging in once again, Jeffrey Bellamy. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Ned. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
1-1.
He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. But a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Now here's the pitch. And this gets on him quickly here and deflects off him. Throw is not in time, and a great job of legging that out as now the go-ahead run is on base to lead off the inning.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock, especially to lead off an inning, game tied, and it's getting late. That could prove to be pivotal.
Into the box now, Bruce Sanders, and he is in there. They couldn't get him at second.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
Striding into the box, Josh Means, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Popped him up. Durazo stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone. Stepping up now, Mason Payne. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First and second now, one man out. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up to second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Last half of the seventh here, and next.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody puts something together to try to score a run.
Clay Williams gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
2-1 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed, 2-2. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
The next 3-2. Pulled toward right center field. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out.
Now batting.
Digging in, Will Elmore. He's set and the pitch. Line hard toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. But baseball is a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. Throw comes in quickly here, so that'll hold that go-ahead run at third now with still only one away.
Oh, here's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, Devo, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
First pitch of the at-bat. And the runner's coming home. And a late squeeze attempt, and it looks like it's going to work. So they get the out at first, but the run will score on the suicide squeeze. So a gutsy call there, as that takes some serious stones to call the suicide squeeze this late in the game, but the go-ahead run comes in to score. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Hurt hits a little over the 270 mark. 2 out here and a runner at second. Hard hit ball to short. He's right there. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Taylor battled as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
A 1 pitch on its way.
1-1.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location, and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
Well, this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Very tight ball game so far. 1-0 the score as we take a look at our starter comparison, and both guys have given excellent performances to this point. Now to the plate, Blake Hamby. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled away. Weak grounder down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. This one's blooped out toward right center field. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Turn and burn, baby. He smelled that heater coming inside right there. Didn't do too much damage with it, but was able to get the head out and drive it for a knock.
Quick check on that tying run at first, but the runner's back easily. Kevin Root will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
This guy's throwing a gem so far. Biggest key, 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Hit to short, right to him. One there. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Kevin Root will remain in the game at second base after coming on as a pinch hitter in the last half inning. Roberto Velez is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. And it's fouled away. Here's another 0-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Dwayne Roberts is at the plate as he looks at ball one. The 1-0 delivery. 1-1.
1-1.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. One out, nobody on. Popped up. And this is taken in for the second out. Coming to the plate now, Maurice Carter. From the stretch. Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike one. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder giving chase. And he's able to get there on the long run, and he covered a lot of ground there as the side is retired. So coming to the plate, Steve Rice. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top three guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on the fastball right here.
Stepping into the box, Bart Flash. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
And he'll pull into second with one away. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
Ed Money answers the call from the dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one. At the plate now, Jeffrey Bellamy, as he'll cut on and miss it. A good slider at the knees for strike one. He'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. Ground ball right side. Oh, look at the sliding stop. It's there. He got him.
Now back, third baseman, Bruce Sanders.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Bruce Sanders. And he's got a chance to tie things up here as the equalizer sits just 90 feet away. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with the base open. You can work out of the strike zone a little bit more and try to get a guy to chase your pitch, just like that one.
Down the first baseline. He's got it, and he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched one-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
And that one run held up tonight, 1-0 to final. The Kings jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, the second of 4 between the 51s and the Hornets. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Grant Best, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
You know, Matt, I think this guy really is looking for a redeemer into this one. Went into the 6th inning in this last start, couldn't quite get out of the 6th, ended up taking the loss, and I'm sure that hurt, and he's expecting a lot more out of himself in this start here today.
Digging in now, Thomas Jordan. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Underway in the second of 4 here this weekend as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, to expect to go through the course of a long season and just dominate every game, every team is just a foolish thought process. You're going to have these little hiccups throughout the course of the season. I think they keep you honest and keep you real and keep you on the attack. Let's see if they fight today.
2-0 pitch on the way. Popped him up. Glass in foul ground. He's got it 1 away.
Batting second, the third baseman, Joel Morgan.
Now in the box, Joel Morgan. As we take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. First offering on its way. Best has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that.
In this day and age of smaller ballparks, the ball's lively, the bats are harder. This guy does a great job of keeping the ball in the ballpark. And one of the keys, he's not predictable. He'll throw his off-speed pitches behind an account. He's really difficult to sit on just one pitch.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
And obviously this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he can take you out of the yard.
Payoff pitch one more time. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So striding in, Richie Dunlap. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Throw over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. The 1-0 is a fastball down below the knees.
Just pick your poison in this situation right here. I know that runner on first is certainly affecting his mechanics, but now you're down 2-0, and you got to find a way to get back in your strike zone.
From the belt, the pitch. 2-1. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, D-Row, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
Line towards center field. Hillman is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Brent Sanders.
Ready now, Brent Sanders. He drove in 3 of his team's 4 runs in last night's game. First delivery to him on the way.
Hey.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Count is 1-2 now. Morgan, the runner at first with 2 gone. Grounded slowly to the left side. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Charles Cochran, the Nevada-born starter, will get the call in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
So striding forward now, Jeremy Simmons. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Cut fastball. Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. They've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team is starting to really come together. They won last night. They're playing really nice. I expect much more of the same today.
Lifted in the air out to center field. Harden has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Bottom second, the second baseman, Peter Wynn.
Standing in, Peter Wynn, looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. 1-1. One out, nobody on. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. And there are 2 away now.
Batting third, not shortstop, Watanabe.
Into the box now, Watanabe, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now here it comes. In there, 0-1. Two out, nobody on. Called strike, 0-2.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
The 0-2 home. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
One of the things every pitcher wants to do is make sure that those hitters aren't very comfortable up there. See how he runs this hard one in right here? That's a pitch you just want to try to get a hitter to move his feet a little bit.
One and two, here it comes. Still a ball and 2 strikes.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mac Tracy. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled off. Tracy has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Two out with the man at first. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. Right fielder looking up, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, number 26 for him on the season, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
At the plate, Monty Hillman.
The center fielder.
And she'll take a look at ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Edge of the zone that time, taken and ruled a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count. 3-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Stepping into the box, Enrique Perez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the belt, the pitch. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
So now to the plate, Alexis Elias, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Looking at his career totals, Elias is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. The 1-0 delivery. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Looking to minimize the damage here. Line hard to the left side. Foul. Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. Again, another foul ball. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Wow, these guys are really grinding out their at-bats in this one. They're not making any outs easy to get, and that, of course, is having a huge impact on the pitch count.
He loses him on ball 4.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Stepping up to the plate, Robert Glass, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Ready with the 0-1.
1-1.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
The set and the 2-1. Count even at 2-2. 2 out, bases loaded. Sent toward first. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 3-0. Standing in now, Manny Minton.
The left fielder.
So look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
0-1 count. Here it comes.
1-1.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Looks like he was trying to bust him inside, and he might have held on to it just a little bit too long. Just like that, the leadoff man is aboard.
Now at the plate, Chad Harden. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
The 1-0 is taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
The 2-0 on the way. It's laid off, but in there for strike one.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Now a move over to first. Don't want to forget about him. A runner at first with no outs here. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Now the 2-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2. This pitch is popped up. Wynn is under it. 1 away.
Batting seventh, the second baseman.
Standing in, Sean Bird. Here's the first pitch to him. Low for ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Line drive to center field. Hillman is there. 2 gone.
Batting eighth, the right fielder, Charles Altman.
At the plate, Charles Altman. He enters play with 14 home runs to his credit this year. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. From the stretch.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball.
You know, when you're facing a top-of-the-line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but so far he hasn't made many.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Digging in, Stuart Granger. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. In his career, Granger brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
Two down, runners at first and second. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Last half of the second set to go, and striding forward the designated hitter, Rodney Knight.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Drilled to the left side. He's got it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting, the left fielder, Jeremy Simmons.
Digging in to try it again, Jeremy Simmons. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. A shot down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know about that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
In now, Peter Wynn. As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. A 1 pitch on its way. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Stepping in now, Yu Watanabe, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2. In the dirt, and now let's see. The tag's there, and he's out trying to steal third. Great throw. Riding in once again, Thomas Jordan. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Hard hit to the left side, but taken in out there, it's short. And it takes just one pitch to get the leadoff man here in the third. So with one away, let's give you a look at the standings in the American League's Central Division as you see where these two teams find themselves entering our ballgame here today. Ready for another chance? Joel Morgan. He drew a walk his first time up. Now here's the pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. Perez moving to his left, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Richie Dunlap.
Stepping in, Richie Dunlap. Here's the first pitch to him. Now the 1-0. Swung on but fouled off to the left. The 1-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Simmons is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Into the box now, Watanabe.
The shortstop, Watanabe.
50th pitch of the game on its way.
I got the count 1 and 2.
The 1-2. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder is on the run. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Mac Tracy.
Ready to take his hacks again, Mac Tracy, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
1-0 the count. Now that's popped up. And there's out number 2.
The center fielder.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there. Stepping in, Monty Hillman. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. The pitch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. 2 out, nobody on. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2. And another foul ball. Another try at 2-2. Corner around first, digging for 2. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves. To the plate now, Enrique Perez. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. The 1-0. Takes this the other way to right. Altman is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. All set for the start of the 4th, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Brent Sanders. Here it comes. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Slow roller left side. Scooped up. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now back, the left fielder, Manny Minton.
Now at the plate, Manny Minton. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. And it's quickly 0-2. One out, nobody on. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Grounded to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Settling in now, Chad Harden. First offering on its way.
Count 1-0.
You know, I doubt he wanted to get that tight with the fastball there, but hey, this is a guy you certainly don't want to let him get his arms extended. He's the kind of guy that can hurt you.
The 1-0 is taken, strike one.
1-1.
Popped him up. Tracy is there. And that's the third out. At the plate, Alexis Elias.
The right fielder, Alexis Elias.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
That's outside.
The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
The count 1-1.
A ball and two strikes
Count
now.
1-2.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
At the plate, Robert Glass. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. On its way is pitch number 75. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
So now to the plate, Rodney Knight. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Into the box now, Jeremy Simmons.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Behind 0-2 now. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
1 ball.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
Count still at 1-2.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Leading off the inning, Sean Bird, and they'll need him to get something going here.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Here's the first pitch to him. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Simmons arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
The right fielder, number 7, Charles Altman.
Striding in, Charles Altman. First pitch coming, here it is. Hit on the ground out to short, reined in. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Stuart Granger.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Stuart Granger. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on a ball in his eyes. 1 strike. Granger, 30 years of age. He was taken in the 2nd round back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Outside, 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there because this had the look of being a very quick inning. He's been able to stretch this at-bat out a little bit, and that's something that shouldn't go unnoticed.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Tyler Peterson will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far. Ready for another shot now. Peter Wynn. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Down and away, ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. He's through first and hustling for second. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double. In now, Watanabe, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 1-0 finds the zone, strike 1. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Harden will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1.
Now back, first baseman, Matt Tracy.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Mac Tracy. He's set. Here it comes. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Roll. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup. And that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Monty Hillman is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Center fielder giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Now batting, catcher, Enrique Perez.
Into the box, Enrique Perez. From the stretch.
Ball 1, no strike.
This guy uses that two-seamer to set up his other pitches. Two-seamer in, breaking ball away.
Now it's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
There's a good breaking ball as he gets the bottom of the zone. 2 out here and a runner at second. Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike. The 2-2 fouled away. Now another 2-2 in the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And that misses, ball 4, so it's 1st and 2nd now with 2 out.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
So stepping in, Alexis Elias, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Here's the first pitch to him. Left side, but well fouled. A 1 pitch on its way.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
Here now the 2-2. He pulls this one into right. Altman is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Through 5 innings, it's now a 4-0 ball game.
The designated hitter, Thomas Jordan.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Thomas Jordan is at the plate as he watches ball 1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Simmons is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
The batter, the third baseman, Joel Morgan.
Digging in, Joel Morgan. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
And that misses for ball 1. 1-1 the count. Pitch on the way. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. Ball 2. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Now at the plate, Richie Dunlap. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch, just missed inside. Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in. 1-0 count. Here it is. That's wide. 2-0.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Now the 2-0. 2-1 the count. Now a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And the pitch on 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. This is pulled into right. Elias is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, the first baseman, Brent Sanders.
Now at the plate, Brent Sanders. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line to the right side. And that's through for a base hit. And the no-hitter is gone. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Sometimes you just got to trust your hands. That pitch probably wasn't even in the zone, and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
At the plate now, Manny Minton, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And they're runners at the corners now. Here comes the 0-1. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
up 4-0, everything going his way. Then a couple of runners get on board, and all of a sudden, we've got ourselves a ball game. We'll see if he can rebound now.
Now batting.
To the plate now, Chad Harden. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. He's hitless in his 2. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And a slider stays outside and he falls behind 2-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Now the 2-0.
No surprise here that they're working around this big boy. Certainly not going to let this guy tie the game up with something fat out over the heart of the plate.
Up in the strike zone, but the take sign was on 3-1.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
Now the payoff pitch home. And a changeup. Couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Sean Bird. First offering on its way. And this one runs up high, ball 1.
Hey, I know the tying runs at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
3 runs already home here. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Here's the 2-1 home. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Hit hard to the right side, but foul, so we'll see if he can straighten that out. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Skipper out of the dugout making the slow trek to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So as he departs, his fate is still up in the air. He could stand to win it. He could get a no decision. He could even be on the hook for the loss if both runners come around to score. Ty Hardy trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Hardy.
Charles Altman will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. And a high strike there. It's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Even at 1-1, the pitch. And it's 1-2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive it a run. You're going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. The Hornets lead this one 4-3. So digging in now, Robert Glass. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. This is flared out towards second. And there's one away.
Now back, the designated hitter, Rodney Knight.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Rodney Knight. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. The 1-1 home. Popped him up. Bird has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now back, left fielder, Jeremy Simmons.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jeremy Simmons, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Fastball just inside. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. 4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Is in there, a called strike 3. Seventh inning ready to roll, and next to hit is the catcher, Stuart Granger.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. And he misses again, 2-0.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A solo shot here to left. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
Big time at bat right there. Team trailing, and he ties it up with a bomb. Interested to see how this one finishes out.
Into the box, Thomas Jordan. High in the air down the right field line. Oh, he brought it back.
Really nice play right there. One of the things that was great about this, he was able to get close to the stands, get a good read on where the fans were, and track that one all the way into the glove. Terrific play on a ball that was definitely going to be out of play.
In now, Joel Morgan. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball one.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there 1-0.
Bases are empty, one man out. That's by him for strike one. One and two now as that one's fouled off. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Full count, 3-2. Hit hard back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder up, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Richie Dunlap comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Now the 1-0 misses for the second ball.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind. 2-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike two. Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
At the plate, Brent Sanders will swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
And again a throw, a dive, but he's back. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and no one will get this one. The next 0-2. He's at the knees and called strike 3. But the tying run comes across here, so it looks like this could be a wire job. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark, and we are tied 4-4. Carson Eubanks gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Peter Wynn.
Second baseman, Peter Wynn.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ready with the 0-1.
Whoa, that's down.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Minton arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop, Watanabe.
Ready once again, Watanabe. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
All knotted up, 4-4 the score here in the 7th. Now a hard liner, but foul. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. Ball even at 2-2. And the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Stepping in now, Mac Tracy. She'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Two out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Good slurve. 0-2 now. Holds off on the slurve that time, and it's 1-2. Now here it comes. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Ready to begin the 8th, and next it'll be the outfielder, Manny Minton.
Yeah, in his last at bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. On the ground to the left side. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The center fielder, number 8, Chad Harden.
At the plate, Chad Harden. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Oh, left out.
We're in the 8th inning now of a 4-4 ball game. Good tailing action there. It's 1-1. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. And this is swung on and missed to our quickly retired to start inning number 8. Now batting, Sean Bird. First pitch of the at-bat. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. No chance to make the play. Let's just hope he's okay on the mound. And this has to be a big concern here. This ball came back and got him right in the pitching arm. And that is something you just never want to see. You can see him trying to work this one off. And from all appearances, I think they're going to let him continue. So that at least is a good sign. Standing in now, Charles Altman, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And it's fouled away. Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. One and two. Here it is. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. One-two is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
The set and the 2-2. Strike three called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Digging in once again, Monty Hillman.
The center fielder, Monty Hillman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch either.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
The 2-2. Hit hard up the middle. And that'll get through into center. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base now to lead off the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
At the plate now, Enrique Perez. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And it's 1-1. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Runners off for second. Pitch inside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Now the 2-1 pitch. Oh, the slurve is over for strike 3 called. 1 gone. Coming to the plate now, Alexis Elias. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Outside, that's a ball.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Two-0 count. The pitch outside. 3-0 now. From the belt, the pitch. There's ball 4.
Now batter, third baseman.
Stepping up now, Robert Glass. First offering on its way.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. He was a little angry on that heater.
And he takes this one high, 1-1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. One is a cutter that misses 2-1.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Harden calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
Now batter, the designated hitter, Rodney Knight.
Bryce Black enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning. Rodney Knight will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. From the stretch. 2 men are on with 2 men out. 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the harder plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
3-0 now.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here as a pitcher. You have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch and he can hit one out of the park on.
3 balls, no strikes.
Walk out. 3-2.
Two down, runners at first and second. Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Minton is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Digging in and looking for more, Stuart Granger.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
The 1-0 home. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. Fouled off. At the letters, but called high. It's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Here's the pitch on 2-2.
Got a 4 count.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
The 3-2 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now that's designated hitter, Thomas Jordan.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Thomas Jordan. Here's the first pitch to him.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Another 0-2 coming. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
I really like watching righties throw that cutter in on lefties' hands like that. This one was down 2, and if he hits it, there's a pretty good chance he's going to pound it into the ground. Maybe even give himself a shin burger.
Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Still 1-2. Now the pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around first, he's digging for second. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. The relay, and he'll make it to third base safely with only one out as the go-ahead run.
Man, he's been doing this a lot this season. I'm told that's his 8th triple of the season, and he's not done yet. He should feel really good about that.
George Broussard takes over on the mound in a tie ball game. There is one gone here in the top of inning number 9. Into the box now, Joel Morgan, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. I expect we'll see a lot of pitches down in the zone trying to prevent the hitter from getting the ball up in the air.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Now the 2-0. And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team a lead.
And he misses again, ball 3.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
The 3-1 pitch. So there's ball 4. And it wouldn't surprise me a bit to see the next guy get 4 wide ones as well.
Yeah, that strategy is great when it works, but when it doesn't, it's ugly. And he was here to face one guy, and he couldn't get it done.
Sliding into the box, Richie Dunlap.
His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Here's the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Swing and a fly ball. This ought to at least get the go-ahead run in. The catch is made. Here comes the go-ahead run for the plate. And to score is the runner from third. It's a 5-4 game. So a beautiful running catch on display that time as we get a look at it again with Show Track. He took a solid route, covered quite a bit of ground, 110 feet to be exact, to bring that one in. That's a catch to remember. Digging in, Brent Sanders. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back. Here's the first pitch to him.
Count 1-0.
Ball and no strikes. Here it is.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. High in the air out to center field. Hillman will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up. Nashville leads it 5-4. David Roberts is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the night. All set for the bottom of the ninth. And that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Jeremy Simmons.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
And a high strike there, 0-1. Here's the pitch.
Ball.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there. The 2-1 home. And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And the pitch. Right side. Scooped up. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Peter Wynn.
Now to the plate, Peter Wynn. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
0-1's the count.
One out, nobody on. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
2-2.
Hit hard to second, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right here, and I don't see him stopping.
Into the box, Watanabe. A pitch out, the throw, and just great defensive baseball there as they will nail him at second on the pitch out. The 1-0. Roberts, a 6'4" right-hander. He's a 15-year Major League vet, so it's been quite the career for him.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the ninth. Grounded to second. He's got it. Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the ninth, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4, the final tally. Nashville came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Bryce Black wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. David Roberts wraps it up for the save, his 21st of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the home team, 4 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 21 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.